CBDCs have people really...
Digital dollar. The Federal Reserve is considering a digital dollar. The implications for privacy and freedom are frightening. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. Central banks around the world are examining whether they should create digital currencies. China is gradually enrolling one already. Japan may launch a digital yen by 2026. India is moving ahead in this front. The Federal Reserve is on the bandwagon here, where experiments and studies are already underway. These moves to what is dubbed a central bank digital currency, CBDC, may sound like making sure financial institutions are keeping up to date and ensuring currency stability amid cryptos that are crashing in value, along with the sensational multi-billion-dollar collapse of crypto exchange FTX. Now, advocates say CBDCs will help central banks better fight inflation because they'll have more direct control over the money supply, that it will sharply speed up transaction payments between buyers and sellers in the marketplace, where settlements, most particularly if they cross borders, can take days before a payment clears and you can access your money. It will also help fight money laundering and keep rogue nations from evading sanctions. But central bank digital money is ominous. The downside of governments being able to track digitally every single product or service you buy and sell is chilling. This is where China's headed. India has been trying to reassure skeptics by declaring that transactions would stay, quote, largely anonymous, end quote. But government bureaucracies won't be able to resist the temptation. They'll always have excuses like fighting crime or combating tax cheating. CBDCs would give officials a powerful tool of control and manipulation. It would be an irresistible drug for central banks trying to direct the economy. If they think the economy is overheating, they could freeze a certain percentage of your cash. Or if these poobahs decide that things are too slow, they could punish people who, they conclude, are saving too much. Spend it or lose it, they could decree. If you have undesirable political views, you might not be able to access your money, since traditional cash would be outlawed and your digital cash would be in a government-approved digital wallet. Digital cash would even allow governments to fine-tune monetary policy with individualized interest rates. Then there's the all-too-real challenge of security. Digital cash systems would be a hacker's delight. The treasure trove of data governments would have on every aspect of your life would be breached. As for speeding up payments, that can be achieved with improved electronic transfers. The Federal Reserve already has an experiment with that underway called FedNow. Congress should immediately hold hearings on the subject of central bank digital cash and ban the Fed from creating a digital dollar. Government digital cash is a formula for tyranny. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and...
Today's question comes from Caleb in Georgia. What do you think about the new FedNow and centralized banking that's soon happening in the U.S.? What I commonly see is that they're gunning to take away cash, which goes against a lot of what your programs are for. Please correct me where I'm wrong. I'm still learning more about it, but I'm curious to see what you have to say.
Well, the Fed has announced this, and there are really two components of it that matter. The first one is that they're going to modernize an antiquated banking system. Today, when you, for instance, deposit a check, it takes 3 to 10 days for that check to clear the other bank. In a digital world, that should take 3 to 10 seconds for your check to be bouncing or good. When I put your check in my account or vice versa, or I make a transfer to your account, it shouldn't have to sit there 3 days to be verified. It ought to be able to just reach over to the other bank, find out if you've got some freaking money in there, and take it out and move it over to your bank. That's how a check's supposed to work. And that system is operating like the 1930s right now, and they're trying to move it into the digital world. That is, as far as I can tell, 100% positive, what I understand of it. The second piece is they're talking about issuing digital dollars, which They already do, so I don't understand. I mean, they're not saying they're going to do away with cash. They're saying they're going to offer digital dollars. Well, let me help you, George. When we move money from your account to my account, and you don't use actual physical dollars to go to the branch and make a deposit, you have, by definition, moved digital dollars, baby. That's what they are.
Yeah, most transactions in today's world are digital.
Like 98% are digital. They're not cash transactions.
They're not actually shipping boatloads of hard cash to other banks.
There's a whole lot more money in our economy with digital transfers flowing around, currency, it has a current, than cash. And they're not talking about doing away with cash in this proposal. Nothing I've read anywhere, except maybe some dark web conspiracy theories, say they're trying to do away with cash. Now, the downside is if they actually issue a template, which is what they're talking about doing, it's almost a crypto of sorts of the dollar, is what it amounts to. They're going to issue you a digital transaction that's different than the digital transactions that we do now. The downside is, the fear is that they'll start controlling those digital
More government
digital
overreach.
Dollars.
That's the worry.
Exactly. Like ESG, for instance, they're going to try to say, okay, if you're not going to be woke, you're not going to be able to use your digital dollars. Or if we wanted to ration gasoline, you're not going to be able to use your digital dollars, but you can only use 50 digital dollars to buy gas. And then you have to come up with other dollars of your own. Black market dollars. No, it's not how it works, okay? But that's the fear that's out there. DeSantis and Kennedy both came out against this on the basis that the central bank could overreach their use of this as control. And if they try to use it for ESG stuff, I would agree. If they're trying to control currency and trying to invoke some kind of power over it, I think that would be a problem. But I won't have all of my money in their digital dollars. I'll just have...
All right, that's enough of that. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, who we learn from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. And to you ribs, to you sisters out there, learning in silence and staying in order. Right, as we have been putting out there, that this Edomite's about to roll out a new type of device of oppression, a system, an oppressive system to further control the masses, right? To have total control. No more, hey, let me grab this stash of money and put it in my wall, and save it. No. It's possible that if he sees that you have too much money building up, he could declare for you to use it or lose it, right? So that way you can't pass down wealth, and continue generational wealth. There'll be no such thing. It'll be more like a dictatorship than anything, right? Because in a dictatorship, everybody gets the same amount of food, money, right? Everybody works the same amount of hours, and they claim that this lifestyle is going to be better for the overall population, right? When a bunch of Edomites is gonna go off themselves because they don't want to be on a playing field of the other nations. They want to be above. This is the pride of Esau, man. There's going to be a lot of blood turmoil, a lot of bloodshed and civil unrest because of it, because Esau does not want to see himself equal to other people and does not want to be tread on, as their flag says, don't tread on me. The yellow one with the snake on it. So this little program they got going on, man, it ain't gonna go over smoothly. And they plan on doing this, I believe, in the year. I mean, that's what they plan on. But it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's movie, and he could put the hooks on you to do it a lot quicker, right? But allegedly, they They claim that 2030 will be the rollout for this thing, which is, in theory, 6 years away, right? But with the way things are going, it might come a lot sooner, right? These guys are plotting on, taking over and changing the world as we know it to better and increase their profits and control, right? But Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has a different plan for you. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, and verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in the straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. Right? When he thinks that it's going over smoothly and he's about to execute this plan and be on top, and be on top, that's when he's going to smack that plate out of his hand. It says, and shall rain upon him while he is eating. See, it's nothing but bad times coming for you, right? Once you think that you're sitting up there and things are going your way, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to rain on that parade. Right? Because you're going to be able to fool the masses, but you're not going to fool the hopeful elect and the 1/3. They're not the ones that's going to be taken by surprise. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Right? Because the people of the know, right? Matthew 24:6. We got, precepts and words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to let us know what is going to happen, and the ones who are going to watch are going to continually watch. Who the hopeful elect, the ones that's going to be brought up out of this hellhole, right? Verse 2: For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua so cometh as a thief in the night, right? So it won't take you by surprise because you'll be watching. But the other people won't. That's the one that's going to be taken by surprise. Verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right? Verse 4, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should not overtake you as a thief. Verse 5, ye are all children of the light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of the darkness. Verse 6, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Verse 7, for they that sleep in the night and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Verse 8, but let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. Right? Call Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for that. That he had woken us up and kept us, fighting this fight of faith, and walking with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in the measure of faith that we was given. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and his lips there is as in burning fire. Right? Because he's really hot for this, for these lies, man. He gets excited, man. He gets he wakes up, right? And this is what he devises these plans to overtake thee. Right? These scriptures say we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. And we know that he's always trying to find new ways and to further put the yoke in your neck and increase his profits. Right? Verse 27, an ungodly man diggeth up evil, and his lips there is as a burning fire. Right? Everything that comes out of this man's mouth, man, it's abominable, and just a damn lie, man. In one breath, he's saying that this is to help you, but really, this is just to further tighten that yoke on our people's necks. This is in the NIV, Proverbs 16:27. A scoundrel plots evil, and on their lips it is like a scorching fire. See, a scoundrel is a conniving person, man. That perfectly describes Esau. Perfectly describes Esau. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 5. Verse 18, woe to those who draw sin along with cords of deceit. See? And wickedness as with cart ropes. This is in the NIV. Let me get that in the King James. Woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with a cart rope. Right? With lies, man. With lies, man. With false hopes, false promises. What? To snare you and trap you. That's what it's all about. See, but this is all to fall in line with the rice device, which is the M to the O to the T to the B. Right? This is Revelations 13. And 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. So there you have it, man. These prophecies are unveiling right in front of us. Right? This is Matthew 26:41. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. See, we must pray for faith and endure with long suffering. Right? That we hold true to this faith, man, and don't go back into the world, man, and push forward. I pray that I am of that number. Scriptures say that it is better to die of a sword than of a famine, right? Because when you're hungry, you are tempted a lot easier. Your flesh is weak, right? This is how Satan tempted Yahushua when he was fasting all that time. He knew that this was the perfect time to try to tempt him, right? So it's really, really imperative that we pray for faith, our faith increase, because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, man. And we're going to need that. That's all I gotta say on that. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.